Have you ever felt like you're working harder than ever, making more money than you did 5 years ago, yet somehow falling further behind? Your paycheck is bigger, your savings account looks healthier, but groceries cost more, insurance costs more, housing costs more, everything costs more. And if that sounds familiar, you're not imagining it. Because right now, the US government is quietly using a strategy that has erased massive amounts of national debt before. The scary part? Most Americans won't realize they're paying for it until it's already happened. And if history repeats itself, the next decade could create one of the biggest wealth transfers in modern history. Welcome back to Build a Millionaire. Let's get into it. The United States currently carries nearly $40 trillion in national debt. That's not a typo. $40 trillion. To put that into perspective, if you spent $1 million every single day, it would take over 100,000 years to spend that amount of money. The debt is growing by billions every day. But surprisingly, the debt itself isn't the real problem. The real problem is the interest. Imagine having a credit card balance so large that every year the interest bill keeps getting bigger. Eventually, you reach a point where you're borrowing money just to pay the interest on the money you already borrowed. Economists call this a debt spiral, and that's where things start getting dangerous. Now, when a country faces a debt crisis, there are usually 3 options. Option 1, raise taxes and cut spending. Sounds simple. Spend less, collect more, pay down the debt. The problem? Nobody likes spending cuts. Nobody likes higher taxes. And politicians who propose either usually don't stay popular for long. Option 2, default. Basically telling creditors, sorry, we can't pay you back. But for the United States, that's almost unthinkable. The dollar is the world's reserve currency. Global markets depend on it. A default would create chaos. Which brings us to option 3. And this is where things get interesting. Instead of paying off the debt, make the debt worth less. Let me explain. Imagine you borrowed $100,000 20 years ago. Back then, that amount of money was huge. But today, many Americans earn close to that in a single year. The debt didn't shrink. The value of money changed. And that's exactly how governments can reduce debt burdens without officially paying them down. Through inflation. This is the hidden tax nobody votes for. And most people never see it coming. Because unlike normal taxes, nobody sends you a bill. Nobody announces it. Nobody asks for permission. Your purchasing power simply disappears, a little bit at a time. And history shows this strategy works. After World War II, America's debt exploded. The government needed a solution, so interest rates were kept artificially low while inflation remained higher. Over time, debt became easier to manage. But there was a catch. Someone had to absorb the cost, and that someone was the average saver. People who kept cash, people who owned bonds, people who trusted their money would hold its value. They slowly became poorer, while asset owners became richer. And that's the part nobody talks about. The debt never truly disappeared. It was transferred. Now here's the question. Could it happen again? Many experts think we're already seeing the early signs. And whether you're Republican, Democrat, or completely independent doesn't really matter, because math doesn't care about politics. The government needs lower borrowing costs. The Federal Reserve wants economic stability, and inflation remains one of the easiest ways to reduce the real value of debt, which creates a massive divide between 2 groups of people, the losers and the winners. Let's start with the losers. People holding large amounts of cash, people relying on fixed pensions, people keeping everything in savings accounts, People who believe saving money alone creates wealth. Because even if their account balance goes up, their purchasing power goes down. Now, the winners: business owners, real estate owners, stock investors, people who own productive assets. Why? Because while money loses value, assets often rise in value alongside inflation. Think about it. A house purchased for $200,000 decades ago might be worth over $1 million today. Did the house become 5 times better? Not necessarily. The dollar became weaker. That's why the wealthy focus on owning assets instead of simply storing cash. And this brings us to the biggest mistake Americans are making right now. They're preparing for the future using yesterday's rules. They're working harder, saving more, accumulating cash, believing that cash itself is safety. But what if the real risk isn't losing money? What if the real risk is watching your money lose value? Because here's the reality. If inflation averages just 3% per year, your purchasing power gets cut nearly in half over a typical working lifetime. Think about that. Half. Without a single market crash, without a recession, without losing your job. Just inflation. Silently. Year after year. This is why the next decade won't be about who earns the most money. It'll be about who owns the right assets. The wealthy understand something most people don't. Income creates wealth temporarily. Ownership creates wealth permanently. You can earn 6 figures and still struggle. You can earn an average income and build substantial wealth. The difference is what happens after the paycheck arrives. Do you consume or do you acquire assets? Because if America's debt strategy follows the same playbook history has shown us before, asset ownership becomes even more important. And no, this doesn't mean panic. It doesn't mean betting everything on some crazy investment. It doesn't mean trying to predict economic collapse. It means understanding the rules of the game. Because the people who build wealth aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the people who recognize changes before everyone else does. And right now, one of the biggest changes happening is that cash is becoming less valuable, while productive assets become more valuable. The debt may never disappear. The government may never fully pay it off. But if inflation does the work, the burden becomes smaller. The question is, which side of that transfer will you be on? The side losing purchasing power, or the side owning assets that grow faster than inflation? Because the next decade could create millions of new millionaires. Not because they worked harder, not because they got lucky, but because they understood what was happening before everyone else. And that's exactly what we do here on Build a Millionaire. We don't chase trends. We study how wealth is actually built. If this video changed the way you think about money, hit the like button. Comment below. Do you believe inflation is the hidden tax nobody talks about? And subscribe to Build a Millionaire for strategic wealth-building insights designed for people who want financial freedom, not financial survival. The next decade could create millions of new millionaires, not because they worked harder, but because they understood what was happening before everyone else.